Have you ever felt so out of control with cravings and hunger that even just seeing an image on a poster somewhere of some kind of junk food can trigger that craving to the point where you're thinking about it constantly until you actually get that food? If that sounds familiar, then you might be struggling with your interoceptive awareness. Interoceptive awareness is your ability to recognize internal cues, interpret them correctly, and then actually act on them. Internal cues are things like hunger, thirst, emotions like anxiety or anger, or even just things like needing to go for a wee. In someone with poor interoceptive awareness, those signals can get confused. You might interpret thirst as hunger or anxiety as hunger or vice versa. Or maybe you do interpret the signals correctly, but they're just really, really quiet or mixed up in a lot of other signals that you struggle to prioritize and act on. This is especially common in neurodivergent people, in people who've experienced trauma, especially bodily trauma, but it can be the case in other mental health conditions or even just in the general population. It's not that uncommon. The more disconnected you are from your own internal cues, the more likely you are to be influenced by external cues, and that could be things like advertising, reels on Instagram of food, people talking about food, smelling food, seeing food, things like that. If you don't have a strong connection with your own internal signals, then those external signals will produce a stronger reaction in you and influence you more. There are some tools and strategies that can help with this, but please remember that if you have experienced trauma, it can really help to work on this with a professional like a psychologist. Something that really helps to build your interoceptive awareness is mindfulness. Daily mindfulness practice, and just checking in with yourself multiple times throughout the day and asking how you're feeling, and then just sitting with that feeling. Over time, that can really build your awareness of what's going on inside. Another thing that can help is scheduling meal times. So having a consistent meal schedule, and when it does come to your meal, sit down to have your meal, limit distractions, so no phone, no TV, and actually just experience eating the meal and how that feels for you. Try and pay attention to when you feel hungry and when you feel full. And when you do feel full, try and stop eating and see how that feels, bringing your awareness to your own experience.